Hello, welcome to this video, which in this video I'll be talking about how you can come up with the inequalities given the conditions. The topic is actually under linear programming. Now, this is one of the simplest topics that you may try to avoid, that you may actually need to answer in your final examination. Why am I saying that it is one of the simplest topics? It's because let me just run you through something, the secret behind getting 12 out of 12 under linear programming in paper 2, section B. So, what we need to understand are the symbols first. So, when you see a symbol that looks like this means less than. When you see a symbol that looks like this, it is a less than symbol or equal to. When you see a symbol that looks like this, it is greater than. Greater than. When you see a symbol that looks like this, it is greater than or equal to. I've forgotten my word there, which is than. Okay, so these are inequality symbols that you need to be familiar with. So with this said, there's another language they use under linear programming which you are supposed to be familiar with, and that language is, they may say at least. When they say at least means greater than or equal to. When they say not more than, it means that it is less than or equal to. When they say at most, just know that it is a less than or equal to as well. Or sometimes they may say must not exceed. It means that you are also considering less than or equal to. So this is the language that you are supposed to be familiar with whenever you are looking at linear programming. You're supposed to be familiar with this. Okay, so with this said, I'm just going to answer questions for 2024 paper 2 internal and also 2024 GCE paper 2 external, which is the GCE. So our question looks like this. So the question reads to say, a businessman intends to make two types of products, which is A and B, for sale. The cost of making product A is 60 and the cost of making product B is 30. Do not get confused with those zeros that you see after a point. Those they simply mean ngwe. Those are ngwes, they have nothing to do with this. So don't get confused. The businessman has 3,000 kwacha to spend on the products. He decides to produce at least, now you see the language they're using there, at least 20 of product A and at least 10 of product B. Now, the question starts, let X be the number of product A and Y be the number of product B. Write three inequalities which represent these conditions. So number one, we are saying this man, he has the cost of producing product A is 60 and product B is 30, which means that they have told us that, okay, let me do this. They have told us that A is X and B is Y, In total, this business person had 3,000 to spend, which means that you can't exceed your income, your budget, your expenditure. So in this case, what it means is he has 60 of product A, which in this case is X, plus 30 of product B, which in this case is Y. It should not exceed 3,000. This is what it means. And by so doing, it means you have just come up with the first inequality, which, according to this inequality, you know that 30 can go in 60 and can also go in this. So you can actually divide both sides by 30 to reduce this. So 30 in 60 goes in 2 times. 30 there goes in 1 time. 30 here goes in 3 here, 1, 0. It goes in 100 times. So it means that this becomes your first inequality. And can we go to the next inequality? They are saying, which other one can we use? They are also saying that he decides to produce at least 20 of product A. And A, we know A is X. At least means greater than or equal to 20. So it means you have come up with the second inequality. Then the other one, they are saying, and at least 10 of product B, which means B is Y, so at least 10. This becomes your inequality number 3. And just like that, it means you have answered this question. If you have questions or anything, make sure you get to me on WhatsApp so that we get to interact more on this one. We can actually further extend this lesson to the other one which came in the same year, but this was under GCE. They are saying Maplanga's carpentry shop makes 2 types of chairs, type A and type B. The cost of making 1 chair of each type is 2,000. The shop has 140,000 available for making chairs. The number of chairs of type A must be at least 20, while that of type B must be at least 10. If X is the number of chairs of type A and Y is the number of chairs of type B, write 3 inequalities which represent these conditions. So when you look at this question, I think Yabwera Komonga similar to the first question, which means in this case, what we have on each type, we have it's 2,000 for 2,000. So it's 2,000 of type A, which in this case it's X, plus 2,000 of type B, which is Y. It should not exceed 140,000. Reducing this by dividing both sides by 2,000, what you have is X plus Y has to be less than or equal to 2 in 14 goes in 7 times. So it will give us 70 like that. So this means that this becomes your inequality number 1. Then they are saying the number of chairs of type A must be at least 20. So A is X, at least means greater than or equal to 20. And that of type B must be at least 10, and at least means greater than or equal to, you write like that. So these become your inequalities. Yeah, these are the 3 inequalities that you may have to come up with according to this question. Thank you very much. I just wanted to let you know how you can find the inequalities given a situation. The next time we are going to discuss on how you can plot these on the X or Y plane. Thank you very much for watching.